الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين وأشرف الصلاة وأتم التسليم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين. وعن علي رضي الله عنه أن العباس رضي الله عنه سأل النبي صلى الله عليه وسلم في تعجيل صدقته قبل أن تحل فرخص له في ذلك. So Ali radiallahu anhu reported that Al-Abbas, the uncle of the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam, asked the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam if he could pay the zakah. The sadaqah here means the zakat al-mal. If he could pay it ahead of time before the hawl commences. And the Prophet sallallahu alayhi wasallam gave him the permission to do that. There is a different hadith in which the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam asked Al-Abbas to give him a loan from the zakah, meaning or to have the zakah paid ahead of time for 2 years. So this is a very practical tip to pay the zakah, because you can pay the zakah either when the hawl, when the annual commences and you pay it one time, or some people find it easier that every month they would pay a certain amount of money, so they can pay ahead of time before the hawl passes. And in that condition, what you do at the beginning of the hawl or at the end of the hawl, when the time for the zakat comes, you reconcile, you calculate how much you paid, and if you have not paid the entire amount, you pay the difference. Or if you paid more, you can either consider it as a general sadaqah or apply it for the following year. And that applies for 2 years. And the scholars say that beyond 2 years, it shouldn't be done, because this is what the text, the hadith from Al-Abbas says, that it was only for 2 years. Is this clear? Alhamdulillah. So we're going to move to a different type of topic related to the zakah. So we've talked about the zakah of gold, silver, and what is related. That's the currency, that's the cash flow. So now it's about the crops and the plantations. So we agreed that the nisab for the silver and gold and what's equivalent in cash flow, it's 595 grams of silver or 85 grams of gold. So now it's gonna demonstrate what the nisab or the threshold in other assets. قال عن جابر بن عبد الله رضي الله عنه عن رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال: ليس فيما دون 5 أواق من الورق صدقة، وليس فيما دون 5 ذود من الإبل صدقة، وليس فيما دون 5 أوسق من التمر صدقة. So Jabir related, the Prophet ﷺ said, there is no zakah in less than 5 ounces, and the ounce means here, it's like, you do the math, it's 595 grams of silver. Al-waraq here, it's silver. There is no zakah in less than that amount. And there is no zakah on the camels in less than 5 camels. Okay. And the related to this topic, and there is no zakah in less than 5 awsuq of the tamr, of the dates. Right? And al-wasaq, as we mentioned before, is how many sa'? is 60 sa'an, right? And the sa' is how much? Is 4 mud. And the mud is what you do with your 2 hands. And the sa' is converted to, so the sa' is a mikyal by the mikyal of the Ahl al-Madina. So the Prophet ﷺ said, Al-Mikyalu Mikyalu al-Madina wal-Waznu Waznu Makkah. So the volume is what was indicated by the way the measurement unit that the people of the Medina used to do. And the problem with conversion, when you convert volume to weight, as you know in physics, it differs, right? But the most accurate weight conversion is that it's 2,176 grams. So that's the most authentic and the most researched number. So if you do the math, probably it's about 652 kilograms. So there are dates, and for that matter, grains and barley, and the zabib, the raisin, of like 6.5 tons basically. So that is the threshold for when you pay the zakat. And there's an interesting story here, to show you how the mikyal, the sa' was preserved. So Abu Yusuf, the famous scholar, the most prominent scholar in the Hanafi madhab after Abu Hanifa, when he went to Hajj with Harun al-Rashid, they visited Imam Malik in Medina, and they asked him, what is the sa'? So he said it's 5 1/3 pounds of tal. So he said, according to people of Iraq and what Abu Hanifa has used, that it is 8 pounds. So there is about a 3 pounds difference. And that was the statement of Abu Hanifa. So Imam Malik told him, come tomorrow and I'll show you what the real sa' is, what the real mikyal. So he asked the people to bring their sa', their scoops, the one that they used to use. So next morning, about 70 people of Medina came, and everyone would say, I inherited this from my father, from their father, from the time of the Prophet ﷺ, that this is what they used. So Abu Yusuf took one and measured it, and it was precisely 5 1/3 pound. So when he went to Iraq, it was a revolution now, because it was a statement against of what Abu Hanifa radiallahu anhu used to use. And then they confirmed that it is 5 1/3 pound as opposed to 8 pounds. So that shows you it is just like the chain of Hadeeth from one after another to the time of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam. So was the mikyal, the scoop of the Prophet alayhi salatu wasalam, preserved. And this was used till recently, till a few years ago, when the government decided to change the mikyal, the scoop, to weight in order not to allow cheating for the pilgrims. Because people would go by certain types of dates, and the volume differs, right? So in order not to allow cheating and deception for the pilgrims, so they would buy the exact amount, it was changed from the volume unit to the weight unit. There is some more, inshallah, we can talk about in details, but this is enough for the day, inshallah. وصلى الله على محمد وآله والحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خير.